What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rally Sport Garage. Today we're working on the Civic again. We're gonna get the engine bay cleared out. I want to get the transmission pulled and all the brake lines and basically everything out of the engine bay. All the electrical and everything. I don't know that I'll be able to get the transmission out today because I didn't bring like tools and stuff to get it out, but I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna try to get the brake booster out too from underneath the dash, and I may take the headlights and the front bumper off. I really don't know if I want to keep the half cut bumper. I kind of do like the look of it, but I've been thinking about going to a full bumper because I'm gonna have a skid plate under there, and rather than having the skid plate rake up at a really high angle, it will be easier if I have the full bumper on and the skid plate can stay moderately level. But the skid plate's not actually to protect the engine and trans, because if you watch my other videos, you'll know that I plan to put the engine and trans in the trunk of the vehicle. So I guess for now, I'm just going to get the engine bay cleaned up and cleared out. I hope to be able to pull the rack and pinion out and get it depowered, because I don't plan on buying a manual rack. I'm going to use the power rack, but I'm going to take all the seals and stuff out of it so that it's not trying to push fluid or air back and forth, and then use a steering quickener with it as well. But I guess for now I'm going to get the camera set up and start tearing apart this engine bay. Alright everyone, I think I've come to a stopping point for now. I basically have the entire left side of the engine bay completely cleared out. I still have the brake lines and the clutch master and, you know, the accelerator lines and cruise control and stuff to get out. But I got the majority out, and while I originally wasn't planning to have the transmission removed, I decided to go ahead and do it. However, I'm sure you guys saw me struggling to get that that axle out, and that's because for whatever reason I thought I was going to be able to get that out without releasing the knuckle to get more room to get it out. I feel like I've removed it without ever doing that before, but oh well, live and learn, you know. So I would go a little farther with the car and all, but it's going to be about 6 o'clock. I've got a bit of a mess everywhere to kind of clean up and get all the stuff that I'm going to throw away, put into a pile so I can throw it away. I'm also not really sure if it's going to rain. Forecast says no, but the sky is really cloudy and it's starting to get a little cold out, so I'm going to go ahead, get my bike put up. I don't like it out in the rain, and I certainly don't want my cameras out in the rain. So for now, I guess I'll call this part 1, and when we come back to part 2, I'm going to remove the subframe down there, if I get my finger in the right spot, remove the subframe and get the power steering rack out of it so that I can depower it. And then I'll probably just remove all of the front suspension, find some jack stands, and just leave the front of the car up on jack stands until I can start fabricating my center mount bars for the control arms, and when I start fabbing that, then I'll have to make up a new mount for the power steering rack, but we'll deal with that in the future. So for now, this is all I got. I'm gonna get cleaned up, and we'll come back to this in the future. For now, catch you guys later.